You never said it's a false case.
It's a false case. It does not exist, my lord.
It may not be just registered. Just educate my brother here, my sister. Do you know whether it exists or not?
There's only one case that exists, is this one.
Registered.
Registered.
That's the
Yes.
word we should use.
Yes.
Not exist, because
Registered.
you can't vouch to the existence of that case.
I'm sorry, my lord. The case that's obviously only
That's
this.
language for you.
But the case cannot exist if it's not registered in the system of the SAPS, my lord.
Oh.
This one that Mokhane referred to does not appear anywhere in the system of the
And
SAPS.
consequently doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Fine.
Let's not be shy to say
No,
that.
fine.
Let's not protect the evidence, my lord.
I'm not, please.
It
Please.
does.
Wait,
It
wait.
does not exist,
You know
my
what?
lord.
I'm 8 years old, okay?
Yes, my lord.
I'm older than your father.
Yes, my lord. Yes,
And
I
please treat me
understand.
with respect.
I'm
Okay?
treating with respect,
Fine.
but
Okay, just go on.
let's speak the facts, my lord. This case that Mokhane referred this court to does not exist. Whether it's difficult to swallow that, but it's the truth that exists in this case. Can I ask for the adjournment, my lord? I cannot proceed under these circumstances. I've been distracted. I need to cool down myself.
Yeah, you can go out and cool down. I'm not getting it.
I can't proceed today, my lord.
No, fine. No problem.
Yeah.
When do you want us
I'll
to
proceed
adjourn
tomorrow. Yes.
Are you available, sir, tomorrow?
I'll try to arrange, make the arrangement with my principal
Hello?
because I'm going to arrange the arrangement with my principal because I was here for 1 day.
For 1 day only.
If 1 day only, I was not aware that it will be rolled over to tomorrow.
Okay. So what do we do?
But if the court needs me, then there's no way. I'm going to tell my principal that tomorrow I need it also. So I'm going to sleep over and then come back tomorrow.
Are you also going to work tomorrow?
I'm supposed to be at work, my lord.
Okay, let's adjourn until tomorrow.
To him. He was at the peak of his career. Who did not like that?
Is this just
I'll say it was a hit.
Where is the mastermind?
Thank you, Brigadier.
From your knowledge, whether from the docket that is in front of you or whether from the system that we are able to check the history of the docket, have you seen any information or any entry saying that this case was requested by the cold case unit in Pretoria to investigate it?
There's no such on the system. All what I know that they did arrive at Dongo with the intention to get the docket. Only to find that the docket was with us and it was a court going. That's why they called me to assist with the copies. I said the docket is with the prosecutor. I'm going to assist you by giving the number of the prosecutor. Talk to him and arrange how to get the copies. That was the end of the story by that time.
Ingabe ke ukwazi lakho ke noma ke ku system noma ke kudokodo leli ke onalo phambi kwakho ukuthi ke ithimba ke lase Pretoria le cold case leza ke lizofuna ke noma ke lizo cela lona ke idokodo leli lalo lecala leli engikwaziyo mina ukuthi ke kunesikhathi ke la abafika khona ke noma abaye khona kwaNongoma ilapho ke ngathola khona ke ucingo becela amakhophi ke ngase ngisho ke ukuthi ke icala leli laseli phambi kwenkantolo nokuthi ke idokodo likumshushisi engakwenza ukuthi ngibanikeze ke inamba yakhe umshushisi kwagcina lapho ke angazile ukuthi kwenzekani ke.
What I can highlight, my lord, as far as I'm concerned, they did not do the homework because if they did their homework, this thing will go to show this docket of Nongo is no longer 81 Nongo. Is with Lieutenant Colonel Kumar.
As the court pleases, my lord, I confirm my appearance on behalf of the members of the Court of Public Opinion. Ungenile u-advocate Mshololo wangena ethaveni wakhahlela utshwala wasukuma ujaji wathi wengane wenzani Wenzani, do you know I'm older than your father? Please respect me. Please, man, respect me. That was a masterpiece. I've never seen something like this. My Lord has tried to play a superhero today. Not even trying. He was not even trying. He was playing a superhero for the prosecution. You know, when he started jumping, defending the ghost case and trying to handle Advocate Mshololo's point for the state, I was like, And then he drops the ultimate line to the witness when he says, educate our sister, please, educate our sister. Excuse me, educate our sister. Judge Shatta, you need to read the room next time you try to patronize a seasoned defense advocate like Advocate Mshololo, okay? Because Advocate Mshololo is not the one to be educated. On a docket, she has been studying. Aibo. But I like it, she stood her ground, you know? She stood her ground like the legal giant she is. Look straight at the bench and drop, the line of the entire trial. She said, let us not protect lies. The case number the case is for murder. And the one that you are defending is not existing. It's a false case. Just like that. But I like it for you to watch this. Look at Judge when the witness is still talking. Look how he is mouthing. Like already I was like, yo, umlilo yeza. I was like, yo, Stimamullo, where are you? Because I could tell what already he is formulating an answer and he's thinking on how to disrupt everything and make a chaos of it. Let's take a listen and watch this circus. So after this clip, I'm gonna tell you what is the judge defending? Why is he so up and down in the ring? What is he trying to solve or to patch here? So don't drop off. Watch till the end, please. Don't skip the ads. Let's take a listen.
Who is educated? So they drove all the way to Longomont to find that the docket is not there. But if they check it before they left Pretoria, it was going to be easy for them to communicate with me before even they drove down to KwaZulu-Natal. Unless if they were doing work in the side, I do understand.
Okusho-ke ukuthi abazange bawenzeke umsebenzi wabo-ke ngoba-ke uma kuwukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi-ke basuke-ke ePitoli babebhekile-ke kuqala isystem ezobatshela-ke ukuthi-ke idokodo leli-ke manje selikena-ke uLieutenant Colonel Khumalo osebenza-ke ngaphansi kwayo-ke i-PKTT babengeke-ke basuke lana bahambe baye kwaNongoma-ke ngoba yayizobatshela-ke ngaphandleni kokuthi-ke babe nomsebenzi ababewenza ngale.
Okay, thank you, Lieutenant. When they called you regarding the Nongoma case 16310 of 2018, the name of the suspect was not Mr. Bongani Ntanzi at the time when they called you.
That is correct, it was not Bongani.
Ngesikhathi ababexhumana nawe ngaso umsola noma igama lomsola kwangasiyena uBongani Ntanzi, yebo kuyiqiniso lokho.
And when the same docket was taken to the state advocate, Mr. Gaba, the name of the suspect was not Mr. Bongani Ntanzi.
It was not, it was Mr. Tillis.
Nangesikhathi-ke idokotela leselindluliselwa kenabo umshushisi umnumzana uGaba igama lomsola kwangasiyena uBongani Ntanzi, yebo kuyiqiniso lokho kwakuwumnumzana uButhelezi.
Is it also correct that you eventually received the docket back from Mr. Gaba?
That is correct, I received it back from Mr. Gaba.
Kuyiqinisoko ukuthi-ke wase kamuva-ke ulithola-ke noma libuyela kuwena-ke idokotela libuya kuyena umnumzana uGaba, yebo kuyiqiniso.
Did it come back with the name of the suspect as Bongani Ntanzi when it came back from the prosecutor now?
Coming back from the prosecutor, it was still bearing the name of Mr. Tillis, not Ntanzi.
Uma selibuya-ke kuyena umshushisi umnumzana uGaba, ingabe selibuya-ke manje linegama lomsola eliwuBongani Ntanzi? Cha, lisabuya-ke linaleliya gama likamnumzana uButhelezi, hayi uNtanzi.
Okay. Do you know when that docket was closed?
By me?
No, it may not be
It's finalized.
finalized, yes.
It was finalized on the 25th of March 2022.
Uma ngabe selivala-ke kuqedwa-ke ngalo idokotela lokwangeyi-25 zikaMarch 2022.
And what were the results that
The,
are endorsed outside in that docket? If you
the
can just,
accuser was found guilty as charged.
Lapho ke umsolwa walahlwa ke amaqala la ayiwathwesiwe.
and that person who was convicted under this case is Bongani Tanzi.
No, under Mr. Buthelezi.
Ingabe umuntu loyo ke owalahlwa amaqala ke phansi kwayo le number lena ke kwakumnumzana uNtanzi cha kwakuButhelezi.
You also testified that the two dockets were consolidated. The Nongoma case 163-10-2018 and Nongoma 410/12 of 2016.
This is correct, my lord.
Ushilo ukuthi la madokoda amabili asehlanganiswa ke uNongoma 163/10/2018 kanye noNongoma 410/12/2016 yebo kuyiqiniso lokho.
So it means when they were consolidated before trial.
That is correct, my lord.
Ngabe okusho ukuthi ke uma kwenziwa lokho kwenziwa ngaphambi kokuqhulwa kwecala yebo kuyiqiniso lokho ngosinkantolo.
When the Nongoma case 163-10-2018 was finalized, was also Nongoma 410/12/2016 finalized.
That is correct, my lord.
Uma ngabe sekuqedwa ke ngecala leli ke noma ke sekuphothulwa ke icala leli u16310/2018 kusho ukuthi ke naleli ke u410/12/2016 naleke laphothulwa yebo ngosinkantolo.
Do you know what were the results?
Only the first one, 410.
410.
Yes, I do know.
Can you tell the court?
The first count, there were 11 counts in total, but the first count was life imprisonment.
Ngiyazi ke dakuleli ke u410 ukuthi ke imiphumela ke yathini amaqala ke lapho ke ayithweswa wona ke awu11 kodwa ke eloqala ke lona kwaba ke udile kajele.
And the person who was convicted there, was it Bongani Tanzi?
No, it was not Mr. Ntanzi, it was Mr. Buthelezi.
Umuntu ke lapho walahlwa ke icala kwangasiyena uBongani Ntanzi kwakungumntzalo Buthelezi.
So it means both of them, as they were consolidated, but they were also finalized.
That is correct, my lord.
Ngabe ke kusho ukuthi omabili ke nanjengoba ngaba ahlanganiswa ke kodwa ke kwagcina aqedwa ke omabili yebo ngosenkantolo.
Okay. I've heard there is a notice of rights that has been read in this court, and we have also been referred to the OB entry wherein Mr. Ntanzi was detained under Nongoma case 16310 of 2018.
Yes, I saw that.
Ngizwile ke lana ke kunephepha ke lamalungelo elifundiwe ikhona ke neOB efundiwe ke lana la umnumzana uNtanzi awayevalelwe khona ke ngaphansi kwakhe 16310/2018.
So it means Mr. Ntanzi was detained under the case that was not investigated by Mr. Mokhane.
That is correct.
Okusho oh sorry.
It was investigated by me, 163/10. I was the investigating officer.
Okusho ukuthi ke lana ke umnumzana uNtanzi wayevalelwe ngecala ke elalingaphenywa uyena uMokhane yebo imina ke umuntu wayephenya 16310/2018.
But for me that doesn't make sense. How would Mokhane know the case number? Are you with me?
I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know, my lord. Just does
No,
the-
no, I'm just saying common sense me tells me.
He-
Wait. Gininda was here. When we're dealing with confessions and what have you, one of the allegations was that this case involved the Buthelezi brothers. Do you remember that evidence?
Yes, my lord.
You remember?
Yeah.
Take it from there. You'll see the pieces. So
Yes.
for me, with my experience, I'm sorry to brag. I'm so surprised that there is a person called Buthelezi in Nongoma. When I followed the case, how it was unfolding, that there were two Buthelezis, and one was said to be in prison. And when the Gnidas went there, they found that that person is dead, etc., etc., etc. That's how you go about the investigation. So it's like these guys were chasing a non-existent human being. Beninda went to the airport, they went to Natal, etc., etc. So you can take it from there.
Yes, my lord, the problem is that here, the person is arrested and is detained on the case that does not exist. And then the court is asking me from where Mokhane gets that case number. That's what we are trying to show the court, that
No, fine, yeah.
Mokgane
No, you're
fabricated the evidence.
You are right, because you are busy with the case of not Ntanzi, of Senzo. You are busy with the case of Senzo. And the epithets of the so-called Buthelezi brothers, they emanate from that case, as far as I was following the evidence. Or we can ask
And
the
my
brother
lord,
that.
the case that they referred this court to, it's a false case, it does not exist. That's
Okay,
what
fine.
we are trying
Okay,
to establish
you've
with
heard
this
me. You've
witness.
heard me.
Yes.
You're fine.
That's what we are clarifying with this witness, my lord, to say that case that Mokgane referred this court to, whether it's for Buthelezi and Buthelezi, it's a false case that
Oh.
does not exist.
Okay.
That's what this witness is telling this court.
You know, it is so frustrating, and it is so disappointing to see the judge, okay, losing focus, because the issue was about the case number, and when he lose that focus, the issue was no longer about just the case number. Now the issue became whether somebody was protecting a narrative that the documents themselves could not support, and that somebody is Judge Rata. He was now protecting a narrative that the document themselves could not support, and that intervention was unnecessary. And Advocate Mshololo is right. She is so right that this witness is telling us, he is explaining, okay, about the paperwork, and if the case number exists under a certain number, produce the record. If it doesn't, explain why it doesn't. Those are the fair questions. In fact, those are the questions any court interested in accuracy would want to hear or would want them to be answered, right? And Judge Rata, this age and respect issue, we are over it. This card doesn't work anymore. It does not work anymore. I mean, we deal with facts, we deal with records, not hierarchy. You cannot expect those questions to be answered by hierarchy. Please let it rest now. Okay, let's go to point one that I wanted to highlight to you. Now let's just circle back a little bit. Let's go back to trial within a trial. Remember, Ntanzi's confession was provisionally admitted, right? Judge made a ruling that it will provisionally admit that confession. So now judge can see what's going on, and he's fighting tooth and nail because of the implication of this case and implication, or I mean, of this case of Nongoma, because it shows that Ntanzi was arrested, okay, on a bogus case. Hence, Advocate Mnisi said it's a trumped up case. So, if the court finds that Ntanzi was unlawfully detained, arrested, any statement that he has made while in custody, it is inadmissible. That confession is inadmissible. And another thing that judge is trying so hard to protect is the credibility of the state witnesses. Remember Gininda, the lead IO, and Mokgane and the team, they have testified about the arrest and confession processes. Ne? So this shows that they deliberately misrepresented the Nongoma link to justify holding Ntanzi and booking him in and out of the cells, saying they are doing investigation. And then while they were doing that, on the second day, Ntanzi decided to confess. So judge can see that clearly. Hence, he's fighting like this. But either way, it has the overall reliability. It has the overall reliability. There is no doubt about that. Okay. The only doubt is the reasonable one. The defense now can argue that the entire investigation into Ntanzi was flawed from the start. If they lied or they misled the court about the arrest or about the reason for arrest, what else might be unreliable? What else can they lie about? So the judge is really, really fighting that. So members of the Court of Public Opinion, you know how we do it. What do you think about Judge Mokgotleng telling a witness to educate Advocate Mshololo, only for her to fire back and expose the lies? Is this trial completely compromised? Is the judge compromised as well? Do drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell and smash the like button so we keep driving this engagement. I am your host, Mrs. Independent, aka I am not a lawyer, and this is the Tea Game. Stay amazing, stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.